I did almost have a Dakota slide into me pulling out of a blind intersection because of all these snowbanks are so high. The second gen Dodge Dakota pulled out right in front of me. We just barely missed each other. Hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer Cars. I'm in the Jaguar F-Pace SVR and we got a lot of snow this weekend. So we're gonna try a little spin class in the Jag and see what it's like. I want to try all the modes. So there's 4 distinctive different modes in this vehicle. We have normal, eco, ADSR, which is adaptive surface response mode. This is the most all-wheel drive aggressive option, and then dynamic, which is mostly rear-wheel drive, full performance. We also have stability control on or off. I'm going to start off with normal and then try it with and without stability, and then we'll switch modes with and without stability. Here we go. All right, now we're in track mode stability control. All right, track mode. This is standard mode, track stability. Full off. Traction control fully off. DSC off. Once you get that wheel spin and momentum up, it moves a lot of ground fast. So this is traction's completely off in race mode, in the dynamic control mode. Perfect. Like, it's great. You have so much steering angle. It's really easy. The only thing that scares me is about how fast you get going and how much your momentum carries you. That's nice. Now we're going to try it in the full traction mode, so full all-wheel drive mode, and I think it's going to be a lot more understeering. So we'll try it. This will be most traction mode that I can get, and I just have to make sure that I turn stability control off. You cannot turn traction fully off when you're in your all-wheel drive mode. You can't turn traction all the way off.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'm in track. Let's just try it on. So this is it's going to tame the power a lot. We already know this. It's going to be lame.
Yeah, how'd it be like the first time?
This will be
That's actually an impressive power cut.
Yeah, I mean, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, which
Like,
is keep track.
Yeah, I can dumb it down enough on full snow to stop it from spinning out, which is pretty cool.
So now we're in auto train response selected. I want track DSC. Okay, now it's in track stability with the all-wheel driveness. I think it'll still cut, but it might let me get a bit more angle now. It's like everything's in slow motion.
Yeah, you'll still slide, but
yeah,
very slowly.
Honestly, I felt like I had more control keeping it in standard with stability off, because when you're in dynamic with stability off, it's just like it's too much power. So yeah, very fun, nice. Let's go. Right on. So yeah, that's sliding my Jaguar F-Pace SVR. It's pretty fun.
100 meters. Turn left onto Glenarm Road, Kawartha Lakes County Road 8. Signs for County Road 8.
That was a little eco mode acceleration. It's kind of short shifted. I was taking it easy there. I didn't know how much traction would be. Plus a lot actually.
It hooked up
more than expected.
good.
It did hook up really good. So we're driving the Jaguar F-Pace SVR on a wintry road. This is a 2019, one of 900, ultra blue on Windsor beige interior. Beautiful, beautiful spec. Love this thing. Cruising along in eco mode. I've been finding, now that I've lived with this vehicle for 10 months, I've kind of learned how I like to drive it. I've never had something of this performance level before, and you got to be real careful because it'll double the speed within 3 seconds. You can be cruising along at the speed limit, put your foot down, and be like instantly going double the speed limit. And where I live, that's a huge find. So instead of using cruise control where I'm not driving as much, this does have a decent active cruise control, radar assist, auto steer, all that stuff. Although it kind of bounces between the lanes. It doesn't have true lane centering, even for a Jag. But this is a 2019, so that tech didn't become good until in the 2020s. I'm driving this using the speed limiter, which is a button on the left side near my knee. I press it, it changes it from cruise control mode into speed limiter mode. I then set my cruise control, which is then setting my speed limit. I have it set for 100 kph. I'm currently going 98. If I put my foot down, nothing. It's like it'll max out at the 100. It's just like wafting power to get me to my max speed. It's a very good way to like commute, drive this vehicle in a economical way. I'm cruising along, I'm using 4 liters per 100k down the downhill, which is like 50 mpg. I averaged a 375k trip yesterday to come out to this area, and I averaged 10 liters per 100k driving in this manner. And you still got good power when you want to. If I want to override and put my foot down, you can still override the limiter. You just have to fully commit. You know, you gotta hold it upside down if it's recording upside down, right? So yeah, we just knocked the GoPro off. I'm keeping it in eco mode right now because the roads are slick. If I go into the adaptive surface response mode, everything just feels a lot more grabby, and then you get a lot more 4-wheel drive type feel. But I think just for cruising on the highway, you don't necessarily want that. That would be good for if you're in like a deep rutted area. You need to have a bit more traction. I kind of like just cruising along in eco for a little while. So I'm on my way home now from the weekend trip. I had a really fun time. Went to auto show, got to skid this around in the snowstorm, and now this is the Monday heading back. Thankfully, it's a holiday today. The roads, my map, I'm taking the Highlands route. I'm in Kinmount, heading to Bancroft, more through the elevation changes, not the fun twisties that there is between Havelock and Fenelon Falls. But going this route, you still get some mild corners, but a lot of elevation changes. It's just very pretty because we got so much snow. So if I come across a somewhat pretty section of road, I want to try and show you. I'm driving in the surface response mode because it was -20 this morning, -10 now. So the sun has beat on the road and then the salters, and it's a mix of wet, melt, and then still sheer ice and slush on the shaded side. So it's a little treacherous to be driving this around in its normal modes because it's so rear wheel drive bias. You can get a lot of angle even with stability control on. So just to make it a more comfortable drive for me, even though it is more boring for YouTube, I am driving around in the primarily all-wheel drive focused mode, surface response. So when it hits a slick stack, it's not willing to, play and kick out. It just wants to lock that down and grip on the slippier surface. So that works out. All of the modes in this thing are amazing. The normal mode is perfect for everyday driving, lets you still have fun performance. If you want to go more performance, throw it into dynamic. If you want to mute the throttle response, throw it into eco. And if you want more traction, put it in the surface response mode. And the surface response mode is supposed to be smart enough to be able to know what to do and detect if you're on sand, mud, dirt, gravel, snow, ice. It's supposed to know that. I wish it would give you some sort of a report on what it's detecting and what mode you're in. That would be kind of cool, but a little frivolous. But I don't know. At this price point, it'd be neat to have more information like that shown on display. Anyway, at this point, I'm just kind of cruising along in regular traffic. Nothing too exciting happening. You can see the roads are still slick, covered with snow and ice and slush. So I'm just going to take her easy and head home. If we come into anything interesting, I will record again. Also, respect to this 1990s Ford F-150 in front of me. It's in the red color. I don't know if it's just a basic F-150 but it's in that old original Lightning body style from the original Fast and Furious. That's a cool old Survivor truck. That truck is over 20 years old now, 25 years old, getting on. Pretty neat. I wish you could see it from the front. It looks clean. View of it for you. I bought the most expensive wiper fluid I could, not gas station gouging prices. I went to Canadian Tire. I bought their most premium washer fluid. It still leaves a hazy film on the glass. Cruising along behind this F-150 till I haven't wanted to pass him yet. For the 10 kilometers an hour, I'll get going faster. I'd rather look at the back of this old Ford for a while. Make sure we don't crash in the back of them on this icy hill. Let's see this thing from the side. Yeah, that's in great condition. Look at this thing. It's great condition. Right on. Cheers, buddy. That thing must get a lot of undercoating done. Look how high the snowbanks are. pretty up here. I only go this route maybe once every couple of years or so. It was actually a shorter distance this time because of all the crashes on the other route. It's supposed to save 15 minutes going the high ground. We'll see. I did almost have a Dakota slide into me pulling out of a blind intersection because of all these snowbanks are so high. The second gen Dodge Dakota pulled out right in front of me. We just barely missed each other. Of course I wasn't recording that. Hey, Mercedes, nice. Heading into Bancroft now. The snowbanks are even taller here. I gotta hold to the right. As we're heading up to Bancroft.
Continue on Ontario 118 East for 4 kilometers.
Banks are so high, the truck had a hard time getting out. You see. No problems for me. And there's gusts of wind come through. It's a lot of snow squalls blowing over the highway. I'm lucky that we haven't ran into a big drift yet. Anyway, the roads are surprisingly clear for being this up high up north away. They're doing a good job keeping it plowed and stuff. I'm more worried about other cars crashing into me than me crashing myself. I saw one car up on the ditch as soon as I, fully on his roof in the ditch as soon as I left my buddy's house before we left town. I didn't get it on camera. It'd be on my dash cam, but I probably won't go find the footage. Carrying on, fairly uneventful drive so far. Just it's nice. It's nice and bright, but I'm glad the sun's behind me because driving into it is super harsh, and my windshield is not clean enough. So here's a bit of a windy part. This is kind of mild, but here's some. Sometimes you get those, but it's like a full squall, whiteout conditions, you can't see anything, and I don't have enough time to get the camera on to show it. But you just got 2 little baby examples there. That comes up at any time. You just got to hold your line, make sure no one's too close in front of you. So I'm on Highway 28 North now in this cute little village. I don't know what town this is called, but they got a lot of snow here. I'm now up in an area where the roads are even snowier and we have no cell phone reception. So yeah, we gotta get to the next town. Also, I'm out of, whoa, slippery on the bridge. I should put my more aggressive traction control mode on. The roads were clear a little while back, so I put it into Eco, just cruise along in Eco. But you have noticeably less traction in Eco once the rears lose grip. It doesn't engage the fronts as aggressively. So you do save fuel doing that, but on these type of conditions, I should probably just take the fuel hit and keep it in all-wheel drive as much as possible. Oh boy, we're following a logging truck now. Those are sketchy during good times. We're back to surface response mode. It was getting a little bit dancy in Eco when it would hit the black ice portions of where it's melted, and the salt has already been used up. So we're back into more full-time all-wheel drive. It is noticeable. It really makes a big difference. It's good. Something that truck doesn't have. I'm trying to keep a decent distance from him. He's going to climb a big hill here coming up. Slowing down fast. I gotta slow down now. We're just going to be coming to a crawl by the time we get up to the top of this. Hardly make it up to the crest of this hill. What the heck? Down to 20. Yikes. I need to pass him. Oncoming. It's a double yellow. I can't pass. We're just gonna wait. Do it safely. Still following the logging truck. Look at it. It's a train. It's a double trailer. she's slippery. Started crabbing across the lane into the into the side. A little bit of a sideways slip, on a little bit of an unpleasant feeling. Snowplow bunging up the traffic. Oh, stay back from the log truck. I don't like being close to the logging truck. Anyway, hopefully that turns off. In 1.4K I got it turned. Well, the logging truck pulled off, but we're still got the snowplow ahead of us bunging up the traffic. So yeah, climbing up this hill. Past the plow, we're heading into Renfrew. We're on a much better road now, Highway 41. It's been plowed and salted and sanded, and yeah, we're back up to normal road speeds. All right, well, I made it back to some sort of civilization. I made it to a gas station in this town here, and I'm about still 2 hours away from home, but I think we're just going to end it here. Enjoyed my little snowy cruise in the Jaguar F-Pace SVR. Hit that like button if you're not here, subscribe. You want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. Let's carry on home.